One family, one people, one planet, one love. One family, one people, one planet, one love. One family.
Good morning, everyone. My hair's a little, we were just saying, just a little off the top as I stand here trying to get, we have our Kirtan Sunday with us this morning, SoulCall Global. We welcome you. My name's Lisa Ferrero, the founder and the founding minister of SoulCall Global. Wherever you are on the planet, let us know where you're joining us from. We are so grateful to know you're here. And people are coming in. Maybe you're rushing back into the living room from your kitchen with your favorite bevy. Welcome, everyone. So this morning we're going to do something a little evocative of our soul sessions. For those of you who have met with us around the world when we used to do poetry and meditation and music and then some more meditation, we're going to practice the art of meditation this morning in the silence. So we'll sing, I'll do a little reading, maybe mostly today by Rumi, one of my favorites, just to remind us of a little bit more about what we were talking about throughout the whole month of October, which was discernment. And last week we talked about spiritual discernment and what that is. And essentially, if we distilled it all the way to the simplest form of a definition, it is the ability to see what is real from what is illusion. And we worked into a solution and some steps to experience more of what is real and less of illusion. What we came to realize was what the more we turn off the senses and bring our attention inward, we get more of what is real and recognize that all of this is an illusion. And we also become master of self, enabled to better participate with illusion and to be able to have effective change on things that are right for us to want to desire change. But we start with changing ourselves. A long time ago, I had a friend who had a bumper sticker that said, "Change the world, change yourself." And some people thought that was a little harsh, but when you get to what it is, it's our perception of basically spiritual discernment. What is real? What is illusion? So we're going to practice the art of group meditation today in tiny little snippets, maybe 8 minutes or so that we can get energized and recharged with that knowing. So we do fasts from the input from our senses. We fast from that. We just stop taking that in, just like a spiritual fast or a food fast. Last week, I was in the DC area leading a retreat, and I was asking people, what do you think the purpose of a food fast is? And, to cleanse the body, yes, was one. To feel better, yes. But mostly what it was about was reminding the cells that they live from life force. Ultimately, we are supercharged with life force. So it's not the food we eat, it's the mitochondria in our cells that turns that food into energy. It's not the food itself, it's the energy we get from it. But if we can remember that we are pure energy, that's what helps. So with that, I would like to introduce Deborah Weisenberger-Lippitz, who is going to join us streaming in for a practice of Qigong, which is reminding us that we are life force, pulling that Qi, that energy, into these brilliant, beautiful bodies, and energizing ourselves, charging us with that vitality, that life force. So if you're in the room and you want to practice, or practice wherever you are, it's about practicing it, not just watching somebody else do it. This is your chance. Welcome, Deborah.
Good morning, everyone. We are continuing with that inner connection. Our goal is to have an outside experience and an inside understanding. Please, as always, standing or sitting, look forward from your holy place, extending out in all directions, up, down, forward, backwards, to both sides, and every space in between. Continue expanding to infinite space. And from there, gather all the healing Qi, love, good wisdom information, and pull it back from all directions inside to your holy place, and gently close the eyes. Now feel the outside and inside merging as one, connecting us all, heart to heart and mind to mind. Now please allow your hands to move upward in front of the body, palms facing inward, all the way up to the throat level, aware that the throat now opens, connecting inside a huge column of chi and light. Then interlace the fingers, turn palms forward, and extend the arms forward as straight as you can without locking the elbows. Now, completely relax and allow your chi field to hold you. Gently holding you from tip to toe. Relax inside. The chi field holding you. Shoulders relax. Arms, hands relax. Only you can allow the chi field to hold you. Relax. Relax. So relax. The chi field holding, embracing, holding. Complete trust. Acceptance. Now very gently allow the hands to lower gently, easily. Then unlace the fingers, placing the palms on the navel, du chi. Relax the hands to both sides and feel the joy inside. Opening the eyes, smiling from the inside out, and give thanks.
Thank you so much, Deborah. And doesn't it just feel good? Yeah. So we're going to take that into a meditation, starting with our first chant. It's called Door of My Heart, Open Wide I Keep for Thee. And when you catch on to the lyric, we have sheets here, but it's kind of easy. That's why they're called chants. They're pretty simple. And today we're going to spend some time just trying to get out of the intellect and allow yourself to feel into the music. So riding the breath on a mantra and allowing it to assimilate into your consciousness, into your brain. Not like reading a book or memorizing an entire song. It's just a simple melody. And so, in a simple lyric, door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. And We'll sing most of them twice, so if you want to listen once and repeat. We can't hear you, so you won't throw us off, you know. But you people in the room, there are sheets here for you, just in case somebody's feeling they got a whole head full of steam. All right, so taking that beautiful chi inside. No, infinite divine beloved, we open to releasing that which is not real and embracing from the inside out, as Deborah says, embracing with the trillions of cells, this idea of atom, ATOM, the clusters of atoms that present material form. We follow it all the way back into the spine and offering our consciousness into the one infinite consciousness, omniscience, omnipresence, one love force field, expressing as each one of us, always connected. May this full realization awaken within us today. Awaken within us perfect health, perfect wisdom, perfect realization. Om, perfect health. Om. just enter into our first period of meditation. Just go deep, following the breath. Just allow that mantra to keep playing over and over again in your thought until thought ceases and you merge into that silent realization. Staying in that silence. Meister Eckhart said, "The eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me. My eye and God's eye are one eye, one seeing, one." This divine realization. Last week we were talking about the book, The Holy Science, where Swami Sri Yukteswar points out at the very end of the book, several times throughout, but once again, wrapping it all up, that indeed it's a vain notion to think that we are ever separated. That's the ego saying you're separated. And it tries to keep itself safe in that idea of separation. Otherwise, it feels like it'll be annihilated. And this annihilation process is just a matter of merging with infinite source, the realization that we're already merged while we're in a body. So we can have more of the joy, more of the bliss, more of that divine nature of love while we're incarnate. So we don't have to wait for something. We're already born with it, is what they all say. And so I'm going to read one of my favorite master teachers, of course, is Rumi. You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, apologize. It's important to remember when we're seeing all this chaos in the world right now, it seems like it's never been so intense. Hi, you coming in? There's somebody I looked over and I saw eyes and a face looking through the window.
No, I was just popping in just to see.
Hi.
Sorry.
Yeah. So to have the opportunity to realize that we are all connected and looking to the masters to teach, recognizing that this time is such an infinite opportunity for us. In each moment is the infinite, and in any instant we can attain the infinite. And trying to remember that can be hard for the mind to hold a concept so vast, but it can be felt and realized through the heart, through the wisdom of the heart. So this is what this experience of Kirtan is about today, is to let go of the little mind and tap into universal consciousness, that one force field Rumi talked about, that was out beyond ideas of right and wrong. There's that open field, I'll meet you there. That's their growing edge, whatever that is for you, whatever that is for me. It's different for every one of us because of our awareness and what we're growing to learn. So during Rumi's time, we were thinking about today's time is a little chaotic. There are wars everywhere. There's fighting here at home, abroad, many different places where a lot is happening. But when you think about some of the most beautiful poetry in the world that came forth from Rumi in the 13th century, his family was actually fleeing the massacre in Persia from Genghis Khan. So when you think about history and the violence and some of the most beautiful, inspiring things were always present. So it is for us, once again, to turn off what's not real, don't get caught up in illusion, but to have full realization in the reality that lives within each and every one of us. And in doing so, we become not just reflections of pure light, we become the light itself. We become the light itself. And that vibration, we are raising the vibration and the dimensional reality and the realization of things we have access to right now has never been so here for us. And all it takes is a simple turning within. Think about a time in your life where maybe you were at a crossroads. Maybe it was a person, maybe it was a job, maybe it was something you needed to say, I need to do something differently. This doesn't work for me anymore. And you made an abrupt turn and said, I am now going this way. If you can imagine the simple turning from out to within, let your mind, your little mind, do the same thing. Turn away from the things of the world that say, I need you. You need to do this. You need to buy that. You need to live here. You need to eat this. Don't eat that. Turn away from all of these other ideas and turn as quickly as you did away from that thing that just wasn't serving you anymore, and turn to yourself. Turn those searchlights within. And that's what we're doing with Kirtan. That's what we do when we meditate. On Wednesdays we meditate. Every third Wednesday we do Kirtan live at the Dempsey Events Center, and it's open to all. So, and we live stream it too. So practicing meditation, it feels really uncomfortable at first. Feels like, oh my mind is going. Well, it took a while to get your mind to be that busy. And it doesn't take as long to make it still with some simple practices and techniques which we offer. But mantra singing is one of the easiest ones. So I'm going to read this wonderful piece of inspiration from 13th century mystic Persian poet Rumi. And it's called Thousands of Rose Gardens, before we sing our next chant. I can see it because it's really small and I left my glasses at home. But yeah, thousands of rose gardens, Rumi. The intellect says, the 6 directions are limits. There's no way out. Love says, there is a way I have traveled, and I've traveled it thousands of times. The intellect saw a market and started to haggle. Love saw thousands of markets beyond that market. Lovers who drink the dregs of the wine reel from bliss to bliss. The dark-hearted men of reason burn inwardly with denial. The intellect says, do not go forward. Annihilation contains only thorns. Love laughs back. The thorns are in you. Enough words. Silence. Pull the thorn of existence out of the heart fast. For when you do, you will see thousands of rose gardens in yourself. I'm going to sing a song called Om Namah Shivaya to Lord Shiva, the destroyer, renovator. So turning away, letting go of what was, letting it fall, and rebuilding. That's really going to be loud, I think. Okay, let's Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. From your heart now. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Please sing it. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. From your heart now. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Bring it all the way down. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya. Just take that into meditation. Allow yourself to feel, once again, those trillions of cells vibrating in sacred resonance. And lifting the eyes gently to the point between the eyebrows, the super consciousness center, the third eye. And following the breath, offering all to the infinite. Rumi said, "You are the wide blue sky. Don't pretend it isn't true. We can see it in your eyes. He says, turn with the stars above you. And Paramahansa Yogananda said, thousands of suns and moons from my body doth shine. And other master teachers have said similar things. Like in the beginning was the word, and from that vibration of word comes time, space, and the atom. All of these make up the material world. They all come from within. The earth is inside me, someone said. There are ways of realizing these truths by going within and just feeling in that stillness, worlds upon worlds, sphere upon sphere of dimensional, vibrational reality we have access to at all times. But the more still we can become, the more we can dial in like a radio dial our consciousness to the frequency of the divine. As it sings through you and it sings through me, each one of us has a sacred sound. We have a tone we resonate with. And it's important that we literally play our part on this divine stage. Nobody says, come on now, you gotta work your part. You gotta play your part. It's supposed to be fun. It doesn't always feel like that, but it's usually when we're growing. So when it gets tough, just say, oh, it's another opportunity for growth. I've been growing a lot recently. I don't know about you. Not only the COVID 20 pounds, but sometimes it's just as heavy on our consciousness, isn't it? We look at it, sometimes there's mental weight, there's body weight. But the thing is, if we can just wait, just put it on pause. Put it on pause and turn within, especially when you're not sure how to proceed, not sure what to do next. And especially if you're sure that you're sure, another good time to pause and check within, because that becomes a repeatable part of, if the only thing we repeat with consistency is turning within, we can be sure that as we move and live and have our being, we'll be divinely guided and do things differently. Every day is a new day. There's a wonderful, from a Qigong master, Master Liu. Today is a brand new day. Today is a brand new day. Dimensions change, and opening to a brand new idea every day. Start with beginner's mind. Start with beginner's mind. Darkness disappears. The light of intention shines through my very heart and soul. True awakening. True being. Rumi also says, little by little, the non-beings are being gone. And little by little, the true beings are coming. The you beings. The true beings, the you beings. That's it. The non-beings, meaning the people who aren't fully alive. And do you know when you're fully alive? Can you feel it? When it's like zinging through life instead of clinging to something. You should be zinging and not clinging. I said that one. Thank you very much. I got a million of them. And it's a joy. We meditate and we find the bliss inside. But it does make us quiet. And we can just move through life more open and porous, letting things come, just pass through. You could become a pass-through corporation if you're into that kind of thing. You don't have to hire everybody that has something to say to you. You don't have to allow yourself to hold on to ideas that no longer serve you, or new ideas that don't serve you either. But distill that. Measure it up against joy. And pay attention to how you feel when these things are coming in and where the feeling is coming from. Is it you? What is it? But through the eyes of love, I won't sing that song, we've all heard that plenty of times. Looking through the eyes of love, you can see all the vibrations, and you can see where someone's coming from and have more compassion, more joy, more peace, more infinite light. So, and recognizing that spirit and nature, in fact, do dance together. Hey, we need our drummer on this one. I'm going to talk until Helen gets a drink. Do you have something?
Yeah, something's okay.
Yes. She's getting choked up from the talk today. I know, it's what's happening. It happens, it happens. Been known to make people cry before. For other reasons. Yeah, so spirit and nature dancing together. Spirit and nature dancing together. Victory to spirit and victory to nature. It's synonymous. You can't have one without the other. And there is no other. It's all the same. It's vibrations of different dimensions of the same thing. We're all of it. We're particle and wave, and we're joy, joy, joy. So we're going to sing a chant called Spirit and Nature, and it is a call and response to, it's Radha, Radha, Radha Govinda Jai, and it's the spirit aspect of the infinite, and Govinda, it's the omnipresent version of it. And got somebody, what you doing? Taking our picture?
Taking a video.
No.
I'm going to give to you
Okay.
for the whole group.
Oh wait, hold on, how do we look?
You look fine.
All right. It's just it's going to be all over the place anyhow, right? So. Oh, Radha, 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 Govinda Jai. Spirit and nature dancing together. Spirit and nature dancing together. Victory to spirit and victory to nature. Victory to spirit and victory to nature. Oh, Radha, 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 Govinda Jai. Radha, Radha, Govinda Jai. Spirit and nature dancing together. Spirit and nature dancing together. Victory to spirit and victory to nature. Victory to spirit, victory to nature. Oh, Radha, 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 Govinda Jai. Radha, Radha, Govinda Jai. Spirit and nature dancing together. Nature dancing together. Victory to spirit and victory to nature. Victory to spirit and victory to nature. Oh, Radha, 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 Govinda Jai. Radha, Radha, Govinda Jai. Spirit and nature dancing together. Spirit and nature dancing together. Victory to spirit and victory to nature. Victory to nature. Oh, Radha, 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 Govinda Jai. Radha, Radha, Govinda Jai. Oh, Radha, 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 Govinda Jai. Spirit and nature dancing together. Spirit and nature dancing together. Victory to spirit, victory to nature. Victory to spirit, victory to nature. Oh, victory to spirit and victory to nature. Victory to spirit, victory to nature. Oh, Radha, 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 Govinda Jai. Radha, 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 Govinda Jai. Radha, Govinda Jai. take a moment to pray for others as we give from this overflow. Just call to your heart's mind all those who are in need of healing of body, mind, or spirit. Just a jolt of awakening to remember connection and realization. Let us pray. Oh, infinite divine beloved, open wide the bud of our devotion. Keep us ever in tune to the sacred channel of soul joy. Thou and I are one, forever and ever, whatever that means, whatever it doesn't mean. Here we are, this divine play, this dance, this infinite joy expressing as me in this moment in time space idea. Help us to become fully realized and awaken that joy, that it may spill over from our hearts, shining forth from our souls through our hearts and smiling through our eyes. Moving into the sacred season of life, which we find ourselves in time-space continuum, may we be pure light, pure love, pure joy. We say thank you for this and for so much more. We are grateful. Om Shanti, peace, and so be it. Thank you for joining us today. And where are you joining us from if you're out there in the world, someplace else in here? But let everybody know you're here. Hi, Joy. Can't see it. Hi, Edna from Vermont, from Camel's Hump Mountain up there. This is gorgeous, some gorgeous area of Vermont. And Livermore, California, and points in between. We thank you for joining us. It is indeed a joy and a pleasure for us to be here with you. How about our little Kirtan group? We're a little behind. We're getting there. Remember, every third Wednesday, we are live and in person at the Dempsey Event Center in a larger context. And we do a chant for a whole hour like we did kind of today. And it's really amazing. So join us, tell your friends, and hope to see you there sometime. Next week, Ben Maloney will be joining us on keyboard, and the music will be fantastic. And we've got Jesse Powers coming up in November and December, so check back for that. One really cool thing that's going to be happening November 30th. Anyone know what that is?
Jazz up the holidays.
Say it again.
Jazz up the holidays.
That's right. It's our 19th annual Jazz Up the Holidays. If you start something when you're young enough, you could be around to do it for a long time. Discovered that? So it's a Wednesday, November 30th, right here in Columbus, Ohio, at the McConnell Arts Center. Tickets are on sale now. And grab some tickets, grab some friends, and join us. It is our annual fundraising event. And we're going to be doing amazing things with the funds we raised this year, helping women, children in our communities with art supplies and some other things. So your dollars go a long, long way, but come out for the joy of it. Do it for yourself. It is so much fun. There's more information about it at soulcallglobal.org. Once again, Wednesday, November 30th. And if you are in need of prayers, we ask you please drop an email to prayers@soulcallglobal.org. We are here to pray with you and for you. And our healing team is here also, and we send out lots of light and healing love your way. And we're getting wonderful, we get results when we pray together. It's a thing that's real. It's nice to have people say that, but it's true. So we help the body to remember, we help the mind, we help the soul. So allow us to help you if you are in need, and just know that it is our great honor. Also, For contributions here in the room, there's a little basket in the back, a little clear thing. You can stuff cards and checks and whatever else you want in there. And we say thank you. It helps us to cover our expenses and to keep this thing going. It helps to get the musicians we're getting and to do lots of other things we're doing in the community. So no amount is too big or too small. If you're at the end of the year and you realize you've got to get rid of lots of money, we are a 501c3, and you can write that off, and it enables us to do a lot more. You know, when it comes to year-end fiscal things, people like to know what's going on with SoulCall. And I'll tell you, our accountant is just pleased with the way we handle funds and what we do with them. For such a small, mighty group, give yourselves a hand, because we've made some big changes. I think last year, our holiday, I think we got to like $3,500, and the year before that, we contributed $5,000 to groups and things. So our goal, again, this year is $5,000. We want to be able to collect, and 100% of those funds goes to the charities we're talking about. So those will be in the next week's newsletter. We're still clarifying how we want to spend those funds and which nonprofits we want to partner with to go that extra mile for them this year. People are in need, so we're going to be there for them, aren't we? Yes. All right. What else? E Squared, a wonderful book by Reverend Bonnie. Well, she didn't write the book. She's going to be doing a book study. Reverend Bonnie Anderson, E Squared, Pam Grout. It's a really fun book. If you want to register for that, please do so. Class starts November 1st. It's coming right up. So register at soulcallglobal.org. There's more information there. And another fun thing, we've got Helen Yee sitting here beside me. Helen Yee has a new video. You asked for it, you got it. And you can download this video series of Qigong at helenhyee.com. Don't forget the H, helenhyee.com. Helen H. Yee, it's time for Qi. Yeah. We got 1 million of them. But you can use that if you want. She said, I like it. See my agents. I don't know. Yeah. So there's that. And what else is coming up? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Our newsletter, please sign up for the newsletter. And when you see this week's newsletter with Jazz Up the Holidays, please send it to friends. We really want to pack the house this year. We almost sold it out last year, our very first one. And those of you tuning in from points outside of Columbus, Ohio, yes, we are going to be live streaming it. You'll be able to buy tickets to get the live stream. You'll be able to get tickets to get the live stream. I haven't even told my Pittsburgh friends yet, but we're not going to be doing it live in Pittsburgh this year. But next year for the 20th anniversary, we're going to be doing it in Pittsburgh, Columbus, and probably one other city, live streaming all of them. So this is the chance to catch it live. Come visit us here in Ohio. Why not? I think it's a good idea. Or get the link to the live stream, and it'll do the same thing. So I want to thank you all for being who you are on the planet and allowing yourself to turn those searchlights within. And remember, wherever you are, you want to say with me? You are loved. Peace and blessings.
One family, one people, one planet, one love.